This is amateur hour.
Alright guys, what is up everybody? My name is Evan Bruce. We are here at K1 Speed Las Vegas. We're doing the league night here for June, the Challenge GP, or as other people would like to call it, the Adult League. We're going to run our first qualifier, and then we got 2 qualifiers and then a final. So we'll see where we stack up. There's 2 groups. We'll see how we go. Well, that was fucking shit. First qualifier, we got 9th to 24.9, but the cart that I was in, there was no grip in the front at all. I have full wheel lock, and the cart was just going straight in the corner. I just couldn't find any grip in the corners. And it was also just bouncing in it straight. Like I'd go down the front stretch, coming to the line, and the wheel was snapping out of my hands and in a straight, and it shouldn't be doing that. So we got our second qualifier coming up. We'll see how that goes, but so far not too happy with the first run. Just absolutely zero fucking grip in the front. So just reset. Hopefully we do well in the second qualifier. The main goal is to get into the first final. If we could get in the first final, that would be great. If we could podium, even better. It all comes down to what we do in the second qualifier run. But it was just brutal. There's just no front grip at all. Just full wheel lock to the left, to the right, and it would just bounce and it would just go straight. I'd have to lift and brake just to get the cart to settle into the track, just so I could get to run the line that I want, and it was slowing me way down. You know, my fastest time here was a 24.2 flat, and running a 24.999, borderline 25s. That's not good. So we're just gonna make like hell, push through in that second qualifier, and see where we end up. All right, we're getting ready for qualifying number 2. The cart that I was in is out and is in the shop, so thank God. We're gonna be in car 24 for this one. Hopefully we're able to set a good lap. We really need to get arguably 24.3 to get into the next, to get into the final, the Group 1. So we'll see what we do. Well, we just finished qualifying too. 24.118. That was second behind that guy in the red shirt, Jeremy, ran a 24.0. What was your time? 23.9. That was your fastest. What was your one last race? 24.0. 24.0. I ran 24.9. You were what? 24.1. 24.6. Yeah.
And then there's 2 guys that's 24.005.
So all 3 of us should realistically be in that first final.
Yeah. We should be at least top
It should
5.
be us 3 plus Wyatt and whoever else from that second group.
I was third first race too.
I was 9th the first race with a 24.9. That was because my fucking cart would not steer for shit. There was no front grip. But the second race, 24, that thing was grippier than a motherfucker. So we'll Group 2, second qualifier's on track right now. We'll see what they do. We'll see where we stack up in the final, and we'll see what happens. All right, so we got the starting order for the first final, and we're starting 4th. Let's get it. That's a lot higher than I anticipated, to be fully honest. That's a lot higher than I expected. But starting 4th. We'll see where it goes.
Attention GB racers, this is your 16-lap position final. Remember, there's absolutely no bumping. On the count of 3, you're going to see the green flag in 3, 2, 1.
fuck is this bullshit, dude?
Move in forward a little bit.
I was ahead of him. I give up position back, right?
I'll figure it out. Give me a second. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna reset everyone's.
Restart? Elijah. Hey, restart, right?
I'm getting fucking cut off and shoved from behind, so I have nowhere to fucking go. Well, it was on the fucking start. I'm already getting pinched and cut into the fucking wall. I've got nowhere else to go, and I'm getting shoved into every fucking corner.
Yeah, I saw that they were just
I'm like, Jesus fuck.
What are they trying to drive? Why can't
Yeah, car 74, give me speed.
It's 74 to 17. 9 and 74.
Like, this is just fucking amateur hour.
Number 74, that's swap 217.
This is amateur hour. And I'm losing like 2 or 3 spots. Cool. Great. I lost like fucking 5 spots and I'm like second to last. That's fucking great. I got cut off by fucking jackasses. Fucking amateur hour. What a fucking joke.
Well, that was that. I've had a chance to kind of collect and kind of settle down after what happened. We finished 9th out of the 11 people that were in that final. I mean, it was just fucking stupid. I mean, right off the start with the guy coming across, like, yeah, I get it, he's trying to cover it off, but he obviously knew I was there. Like, as I'm fucking on him, I'm literally in the wall, there's nowhere else I can go. I'm just gonna hold my line, and if you're gonna keep coming across, I'm gonna try and turn you, if you're gonna keep coming across and forcing your way through. And then just the next corner, yeah, it was kind of on me. I'll fully admit, I wasn't anticipating on him being on the brakes for as long as he was, because, I mean, realistically, you don't need to brake unless you're running into the back of someone, and he had quite a bit of space. And he was on the brake for a while, and I had nowhere to go, and I hit him, and then got hit from behind and shoved up the racetrack. And from there, it was just plummeting. I just got stuck on the outside, couldn't get in line, couldn't get into the, couldn't get anywhere. And, yeah, and then the next corners, next lap, you know, I'm outside, I'm holding my line going into the next corner. I've got the third line going into the next corner, and the guy in front cuts across, and it was just perfect angle where he came in and it just turned him around, and as he's getting turned, I'm getting pushed from behind, so I have nowhere to go, and it just wiped out the two carts in front. The other cart got pit maneuvered, the other one just went backwards, and as I'm on the brakes trying to avoid it, I'm getting plowed right to the back. And it's like, I've got nowhere to go. If I wanted to, I could have kept going and gone in the middle, but I got hit hard in the back. And I was just kind of like, ow, what the fuck? And so I lost out on a couple positions through that. And then just couldn't get anywhere. Couldn't pass. Anytime I tried to get close, you know, I couldn't get close enough to try and force the issue, force a gap, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out. But we'll be back. We'll be back next month. I've got a fucking headache right now. It's no joke. But I mean, we were fast. We were competitive. We were fast. We made it into the first group for the final. Qualified 4th with our 24.1, which sets my fastest time ever at that place. You know, I would have started it a lot sooner, but the problem was I used to work at K1, so I couldn't. And now that I've quit and moved on to a different job that's better work environment and better paying, I'm able to do the league. And for the most part, it was fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I had a lot of fun. You know, yeah, the first race I was frustrated because the cart was ass. Just no front grip. The cart would just go straight into the corner. And having to let off the gas and brake to get the cart to settle in and grip. It was bad. And knowing K1, those air pressures are probably bumped to shit. They're inflated to all hell. realistically, you should be running those tires at like 20, 25. And I know at the time when I used to work there, in the old carts, we were running 35 PSI in the front, 40 in the rear. And when I left, we had just gotten the new carts, and they were getting told to put them at 30 all around, which is too high, in my opinion, because that causes the carts to bounce as much as they were. Especially when the tires get hot, it causes the bouncing to get worse. And those carts also suck as well, because the steering is tight. And you're having to physically muscle and exert yourself just to push the cart to its limit. So it's just the nature of things, I guess. But I mean, other than that, it's a lot of fun. We'll be back next month. Hopefully, we'll do better. Not a great start, finishing 9th out of 11. But we finished a lot higher. I mean, we were in Group 1. You know, we were in Group 1 out of the 2 groups, and we started 4th. So that's kind of an achievement on its own. You know, going in, the first goal was to get in the first group. You know, qualify well, get into the first group. You know, and we did that. And then after that, it was just, you know, fingers crossed we'd get a podium. But ultimately, after the start, I was like, all right, let's see what we could do. And then 2 laps later, just getting caught in that shit show. So I'm like, well, there goes the podium. But yeah, I mean, Jeremy, congrats to him. He's the one that always usually wins these damn things. There's a couple other people that I know that did the leagues that were pretty quick. One of them was actually in Group 2. But yeah, Jeremy was good. Austin was good. He was fast. Wyatt's pretty quick. I can't remember where he finished. I want to say Wyatt finished like 5th or 6th. But yeah, it was just difficult to pass. I mean, as you guys saw at the end there, we had a train of like 6 carts together. And no one could really pass. I couldn't get close to anybody. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts of it. We had speed. Obviously, we had speed in the qualifiers. Just didn't really translate well to the race. Got bumped and moved around a lot, which, I mean, par for the course. It's racing. But we'll be back at it next month for July. If you like this video, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload again. And as always, I will see you guys in the very next video. If you haven't already, go ahead and follow that Twitch and Instagram page for all your gaming content on Twitch and updates and highlights from streams and videos on the Instagram. And as always, I will see you guys in the very next episode. Peace.